Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Stargirl, and this will be my review and breakdown for Stargirl Season 1, Episode 8, otherwise titled Shiv, Part 2. Before I get into the review and breakdown, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. And obviously, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't caught up with Stargirl this season or haven't watched this episode, you have been warned. And also, thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. It really means a lot that you guys are enjoying the content that I put out there for those who are subscribed. But anyways, on to my breakdown. So this episode kicks off in a very intense way with Pat driving his car and he starts high speeding. So I thought it was like a flash forward and he had like Salmon Grundy going after him, and then he crashes his car into a lamppost, but that actually wasn't the case, and this was obviously so he could come up with an excuse that our car crash has occurred. Now, whilst Pat is speaking to Courtney in the hospital, we find out that he's trying to dive deep into Sydney's family and who in the ISA she could possibly be related to, but also he has to explain a couple of things to her mother. So Pat just wants to tell Barbara everything, but Courtney was begging Pat not to do so until they stopped the ISA and stuff like that. But the two did have a pretty good scene. Speaking of Barbara, she's having a one-on-one dinner with Jordan, and it's pretty clear that Jordan has feelings for Barbara, so I'm interested to see how that will go. But Barbara does get a phone call about Courtney, obviously, so she needs to rush home. But another thing we had was Cindy revealing that she tracked down Stargirl to Dragon King. And let's just say Dragon King isn't too proud of that because she needed to be dead since she and the JSA now know about these underground tunnels. So yeah, the fact that Shiv left Courtney alive was a horrible move because now they know about the ISA bunker. And Dragon King also does threaten Sydney about the fact that he'll remove his hood if she keeps disobeying his orders. So I'm pretty intrigued to see what's under that hood. Now we do also have Pat having a one-on-one scene with the cosmic staff, and he was pleading to the staff to not make Courtney go towards death, but rather protect her from the dangers that is coming her way. So I thought this was a pretty good scene to show that the staff also cares about Courtney, and that does also play a role towards the end of the episode as well. Now we do have a scene between the new JSA, and we have Rick going Hulk smash on everything, and he's pissed about the Cindy issue. So Rick just wants to take her down, but Yolanda and Beth talk Rick out of doing that, and Beth reveals that she has a better plan. So yeah, we do get this scene between Pat and Barbara, and it almost feels like Barbara is slowly repelling from Pat. I don't know if it's just me feeling that way, but yeah, Pat was very close to telling Barbara the truth, and I just hope that she doesn't find out until the finale or something, if not maybe later. Now, one of the other good scenes was the sibling scene between the two siblings, Mike and Courtney, and it's just good to see their progression within their relationship as siblings because they had a very off relationship in the past. But one of the sick scenes was with Icicle, and he kills this man who has things to do with the death of his wife, but he doesn't actually he's not the one that killed his wife, but still, since he was related to that, Icicle cold-bloodedly killed him, and he blew ice on him, and it was just really sick. And another cool scene we had right after that was with Henry Jr., and he's getting insane headaches, so he's looking for pills. But while he makes those pills spill and stuff, he's able to levitate them, and it was just pretty cool seeing his brainwave powers starting to function. But we do have a Beth and Pat scene, and they're on investigation, and they're going to investigate what's in Sydney's house. But one very interesting thing is that Cindy's mother isn't even a real person, which was pretty weird because the goggles weren't able to identify who she was. And adding on to that, Cindy's house is fake as well. Like she has like fake books and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how that goes. But we do have Beth discovering the tunnel, and one Easter egg is the security code with 1999, which was when Courtney Whitmore and Cindy were introduced in the comics. But this scene just really pissed me off because I'm just like, don't these kids just ever learn? Because they probably know about the tunnel under the school. So while knowing that there's a tunnel, why would Beth just go solo down the tunnel? And adding on to that, she knows the signal with the goggles were getting lost. So please tell me why on earth she is going through that tunnel. And the main reason why it probably made me angry was of like how intense it was, because you know last time we saw that happen, we know how that turned out. So yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen, which was probably why I got so angry at this scene. But thank God we have Solomon Grundy roaring, and then this results to Beth getting scared, so she runs away from the tunnel. But while that was happening, we had Cindy visit Courtney in her house, and both of them have a talk. Now Cindy apologizes to Courtney because she mentioned that she was mad at Henry, so that's why like she was mad at Courtney during the game. So I'm like, okay, she doesn't know that Courtney is Stargirl, but I was wrong, since before she leaves she just mentions that, she just says nice staff Stargirl, and she also mentions that she's going to kill every JSA member. So I'm interested to see if she'll actually like keep her identity a secret, or will she eventually expose Courtney to the ISA. But we do have a transition to Beth in Cindy's room, and she finds this photo of Dr. Ito, who is obviously Dragon King, and we find out that he's like a war criminal born in the 1900s and things like that, in which Pat already knows about. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. And we do also have Cindy enter her house, and she doesn't even notice Pat because Pat was fixing the sink, so she doesn't see a face or anything. So we have Cindy go upstairs, but we have Yolanda suit up as Wildcat, and she climbs Cindy's house and she pulls Beth out of there, and Rick catches Beth. Now, although Beth was safe, Pat, in the other hand, was getting hit on by Cindy's stepmother, and then we just have him like, you know, running away, which I thought was more of the funnier scenes in the episode. And we do then cut to Henry again, and he's using his powers to see where this key that he found fits. And eventually he discovers the Brainwave suit. I'm like, wait, how on earth is that suit there? Because like, you know, who would have put it there? And he discovers other things as well, like he finds out about the Cindy stuff with Dr. Ito. So yeah, Henry isn't too happy about all of this. But we do then have Courtney take the cosmic staff from the basement, since the JSA are in trouble. Now the staff doesn't go with her at first because the staff knows that she's going into danger, but Courtney mentions that it's for a good cause. So this leads to this fight scene between Courtney and Shiv again, and destruction occurs in the house, and then this leads to the fight being on the streets. But Henry does also show up as well, and due to the headaches he can't take it. So essentially he explodes, and some brain waves like blast both Courtney and Shiv out of the place. And this leads to Dragon King's henchmen slowly bringing Shiv back into the basement. So yeah, Dragon King isn't very happy again. And Courtney was just staying there. She's like, wait, where on earth did Cindy go? And then Henry also does find out about Courtney, as well as he is reading her mind. And I am very excited to see what will happen when he finds out that Courtney was the one responsible for what's happening to Brainwave currently. But the ending scene, however, was with Dragon King, and we have him notice that Henry has his Brainwave power. So I am very interested to see how that will go as well. But overall, it was a very, very good and enjoyable episode. It wasn't as good as last episode, but it was still pretty good. And I am interested for next episode as well, because that is obviously related to Henry Jr. So I'm very excited to see how this will all play out. But for this episode, I will give an 8 out of 10. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below which you guys thought of this episode. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.